Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, including news of an improving US economy. But first, there was news of a stunning resurgence in the Chinese housing market in June, spruiked along by big discounts apparently. An improving economy may have helped too. Late yesterday, there was a string of data released by China, most of it quite positive. GDP growth picked up to 7.5% in the second quarter, industrial production was up 8.8%, and consumer prices rose 2.3%. Household incomes apparently rose 8.3% in real terms. Although the locals may be sceptical, analysts were impressed by this data, especially the rise in exports, were up 7.2% in June, and which was taken as a sign the US economy is raising demand. The data helped the US and Aussie dollars make gains on the day. The US data chipped in with positive numbers too, and this morning's Fed Beige Book added to the mood, noting that consumer spending is rising everywhere in the US. And airplane orders keep pouring in, even though the airplane manufacturers already have full order books. There is now a huge backlog of future manufacturing work. Around the world, there were a couple of other key decisions taken overnight that you may like to know about. Firstly, the Japanese have decided to restart 2 of their nuclear plants. And secondly, Julian Assange has lost his appeal in the Swedish courts over his sex charges. In Australia, the ANZ bank boss has hit back at suggestions from the Murray inquiry that banks need to raise more capital to improve safety. He suggested that would threaten their economy. Banks want their borrowers to have lots of capital, but bridle when similar standards are suggested for them. Our swap rates slumped significantly late yesterday, but in New York, yields on benchmark US Treasury 10-year bonds were basically unchanged at 2.55%. The US oil price rose by more than $1 a barrel and is now at $101 a barrel. But the Brent benchmark fell, and the premium between them is now less than $5, the lowest in a long time. Gold is still hovering around $1,300 an ounce and is currently just above that level. We start today with the New Zealand dollar lower again this morning after yesterday's fall in dairy prices, the CPI and China data. We're now at 87.1 US cents, 93 Aussie cents, and the TWI is just under 81.1. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.